How's everybody doing today? It is November 1st, 2020, and every single day things are getting more and more insane. Every day, I understand that I say it every day, and you could think, well, we just can't keep saying that, but it is the truth. And today I was hit very personally by what is going on. My sister is a real estate agent, and she was notified today by someone coming to her door, a health department worker, supposedly. First, she got a text, and within about 30 minutes of her not responding to the text, there was a health official at her door saying that she has come in contact with someone that tested positive for CV-19, and now she must go on quarantine in her house. They're saying she needs to stay in their house. She has her master bedroom and her bathroom, okay? They are saying that she has to stay in her master bedroom or her bathroom for the next 14 days, not go around my nephews, her two little boys that are her everything, or not go around her husband, okay? This has gotten to the point where if you don't see how important spreading this information and letting people know that this is going to keep happening, it's going to get worse and worse and worse, okay? They won't tell her who it was. It's just ridiculous, and it just shows how this will hit you right at home. Don't think that this isn't going to come into your own lives, because it is. Don't worry about that virus. Don't worry about that lie, but you better worry right now about what is going on around it, what they're using it for. Now, you don't need to get scared or panic or fear this. You just need to worry about it, like I'm saying, so that you take it seriously enough to plan and prepare, okay? Check out this article right here. Okay, this is from just a little bit ago today. It says, a whole lot of hurt. Fauci angers Trump White House with dark COVID outlook. Once again, they know what's coming, okay? It's always like this, right? Says top expert says Biden taking pandemic seriously. Spokesman for the president accuses doctor of political bias. Says swing state health workers organize in bid to beat Trump. Pretty bad that everything that has to do with this so-called pandemic has turned political. And I have been saying this for months. When this turned political months ago, you should have known right then that it was not a threat that they were telling you it was. If there was a true threat to everyone, the way that they say that there is, everyone would all be together. It would not matter. It wouldn't matter if you were Republican, Democrat, black, white. It wouldn't matter. All you would do is do anything you could to make sure that everybody was going to be safe, or as much as you could prepare and help people to make them be safe. When they went political, when both sides are choosing this, choosing that on every single topic, it was so obvious then, as it is now, that this has been a plandemic. This is a planned attack and a targeted attack on all of us. Says the U.S. should prepare for a whole lot of hurt. Under the CV pandemic, senior public health expert, like they have to put in every single thing so that you know he's an expert. Remember the Forbes article that I covered? Don't think for yourself. Trust the experts. If you think for yourself, you're going to die. That was literally what it said. I mean, just insane. Anthony Fauci has said, predicting a winter of 100,000 or more cases a day and a rising death toll. This is just, here we go again, right, with a rising death toll. The broadness of this, okay? Well, if it went from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 each day, it would be a rising death toll. This is why I get so upset, because they've completely switched the terminology. Now it's all about cases. Cases, cases, cases. We're going to get into that too here in just a minute, because I want you to see and realize how many flu cases, not deaths, just flu cases there are each year, and compare that to this so-called deadly, most infectious thing ever in CV-19. He says, we're in for a whole lot of hurt. Fauci told the Washington Post in a hard-hitting interview published on Saturday night, 3 days out from the election day, immediately angering the Trump White House. Says, it's not a good situation. all the stars are aligned in the wrong places as you go into the fall and winter seasons. With people congregating at home indoors, you could not possibly be positioned more poorly. People, do you hear this? You need to pay attention. You need to get ready. You need to prepare, because don't be scared about what he's saying. Oh, it's going to get so bad. The virus is going to spread. People are virus. Oh, no. But the lockdowns are coming. Your rights are going to be taken away. Everything that we have always, worked for, your businesses, if you own a business, if you're a small business owner, this is happening everywhere. You need to prepare right now, because I truly believe, I've been saying it since the beginning, that late November, mid-December, I think we'll be back on lockdown. I'm almost positive we'll be back on some type of a, very strong restriction or a lockdown by Christmas, and it may be way sooner than that. Our state has already went back into a bunch of restrictions. We're dropping back into all these different areas. Like I showed you in the article yesterday, how now in Michigan, in certain areas, if you go to a restaurant, you have to hand them your ID. They write down your name and your address, and then you are allowed to eat. If you don't do that, you're not allowed to go into these restaurants, because they want that for contact tracing. That is how crazy this is getting. It says more than 9.1 million cases of CV-19 have been recorded in the U.S., and more than 230,000 people have died. 230,000 people in 11 months. You do the math and tell me how that's something we should be worrying about when there's 330 million people in the United States. Daily case counts vary, but agree that on Friday the U.S. set, look at this, a world record. This is so big to me. The wording, right? It's how they use this, how they can push the fear, the panic. A world record. Really? Like, since when are there, world records, is this the Guinness Book of World Records? Are you going to be putting this pandemic information in there? I mean, it's pathetic, For cases in a single day, it says between 99,000 and 100,000 as numbers surge in several states. Many of them electoral battleground keys to control the White House. On Saturday, Johns Hopkins University reported more than 81,000 new cases. There were 862 deaths, down from 1,000 the day before. Says Donald Trump recently recovered from the virus himself, continues to campaign for re-election, staging rallies at which mitigation strategies such as mask wearing and social distancing are not observed, and regularly claiming the U.S. is rounding the corner. On Friday, he made the baseless claim that doctors are rewarded financially if people die of COVID. That wasn't baseless. We've seen that. We've seen that in the past. It was verified in the past. Maybe not in this exact case, but there was no doubt that we saw where they were getting more money if they listed COVID on the death, certificate. So them saying it's baseless, that's not true on their part. They just don't want to admit that that's what's going on. And yeah, he got the virus himself. Listen to this, people. President. He's 70 years old. Okay, so think about that. He gets this, so he should be in this super, super high risk, right? What did it take him? 2 days? 3 days? In and out of the hospital? Perfectly fine? Back to doing what he wants? I mean, everybody, come on, right? I mean, this is just ridiculous, all right? Says his challenger Joe Biden, who leads most national and battleground state polls. You can tell how this is, mainstream media right here. Look at this. Oh, he leads these polls. Like I said, I don't support either party. I am not political. If you want to know my opinion, if I was, obviously I would lean towards Trump and conservative, because I want my rights. That's all there is to it. But I don't trust any government, so I, always want to state that. It says, is staging fewer events and observing COVID protocols. Says Trump is charged that Biden is hiding and regularly mocked his opponent for wearing a mask. On Sunday, campaign advisor Anita Dunn told CNN State of the Union that since March, what Vice President Biden has done is basically what he's got in his race. He showed people that what a responsible president does and how a responsible president acts. Here we go, right? This is all politics. Politics. If this virus was truly that bad, do you think they'd be doing this, attacking each other? No, I don't think so, right? It says Fauci told the Post that Biden was taking it seriously from a public health perspective. Trump, he said, was looking at it from a different perspective, the economy and reopening the country. Well, sorry, but if you have any common sense, you see that it has a 99% survival rate. You see that more people are dying from suicide, depression, anxiety, heart disease, heart failure, You can go on, the list goes on and on and on, due to people being completely destroyed by money, being on unemployment, being on, losing their jobs. If you're at a small business, losing your small business. If you even happen to keep your business open, you've lost half of it because you can only operate under, 50%, 60% capacity. That is the real threat. So him saying that's the most important part, obviously that is the truth, okay? But I want to say this one thing for all people that are Trump supporters, okay? Please think of it this way when we talk about the vax, okay? And like I said, if I was going to lean one way or another, I'm a conservative. I want my rights. I love God, okay? So obviously I would be on that side. But my point is, he has been pushing the vax more than anybody. He's been up there literally, talking how good they're doing, how good these vaxes are. And I just, want you to step back and think about that, okay? Now, please don't jump all over me. I'm not saying anything, bad about him. I don't, talk about politics a lot, but I just want you to realize that it's you and I against them. So no matter who you support when it comes to this, realize that there is somebody above them, a puppet master pulling every single string, okay? Because this is not just in the United States. This is happening worldwide, okay? And you think about it, right? How they're blaming everything on Trump here in the United States, right? The one side is, okay? Well, how does that have any base to it if you think about how it's worldwide? So are you saying that in every single country that president is the one that caused everything? No, they don't. You can go and listen, and I'm doing research all the time, checking news articles everywhere. It's different in every country. They're manipulating the stories, manipulating the narrative and the agenda using the virus in their own countries, whether it's for an election like it is in the United States or whether it is for control to take your rights away, which it is in Europe, okay? And it just continues to go on and on. Like down in Australia, they have had it just horrible. Yeah, they're supposed to be coming out of these lockdowns, but coming out of a lockdown in Australia is like us in the middle of our lockdown in the spring. They have it so much worse down there. It is. I have a lot of subscribers from Australia, and it blows me away how bad it is down there. I mean, so we need to really get ready because it's coming all the way this way. I've shown you all the riots that are happening in Europe. Everybody's locking down. I have another video on that that'll be out here just in probably an hour or two about more lockdowns and some other interesting information that I found out. It says, Jude Deere, a White House spokesman, told the Post that Trump always put the well-being of American people first, and added, it's unacceptable and breaking with all norms for Dr. Fauci, a senior member of the president's CV task force and someone who has praised President Trump's actions throughout this pandemic, to choose 3 days before an election to play politics. Well, you both play them both ways, okay? So it's just like this. In fact, Fauci has often clashed with Trump and recently complained about comments being used out of context in a campaign commercial. I think it's really funny that they say out of context for this. Oh, Fauci was used out of context. Well, if you're a Trump supporter, you for sure have seen, like I have, how they take everything he says out of context. So for them to jump on and say, oh, well, Trump took me out of context, well, you do it every single day for him. So you've been doing it for 4 years. So it just shows how pathetic our government is. And we need to stick together. Like I said, it is you and I. You and I. That's it. Not the government that's going to protect you. You, me, and God. That's it. If you don't realize that right now, you gotta figure it out because, I can only say it so many times. Your family members can only say it so many times. You have to realize that you are getting at a point where you are going to be locked back down. You are going to lose your job again. You are going to maybe lose your business, lose whatever it is, okay? It is coming, all right? So please, please prepare. And if they put everybody back on unemployment, can you imagine how bad it's going to be when there's already thousands and thousands that haven't been paid, just like me and just like so many other people every day I talk to, and just in Michigan? And that's in the whole United States. Every single state is failing to meet the needs to what they were supposed to do. And the only reason that most of us are still trying to get the employment is because mine is completely gone. I cannot go back to the job I was. I was a poker dealer. You cannot play, live poker anymore. So me, I've lost it completely. And if it wasn't for CV, I would still be doing it like I always was and loving my job. But instead, now I can't do that. And you are supposed to be paying us, and you're holding our money hostage. They don't care about us, people. Please realize that, okay? That's why there was no stimulus. That's why in all these other countries they're starting to lock back down. You know, sorry, I'm kind of ranting, but there's so much, that has happened in the last couple days. And after my sister, just had that happen to her, she's so upset. Like she said, she's literally been taken out of her job. Thank God she can do a lot from home. Being a real estate agent, she has her office, and she has her home office, and she can do things from there. But still, it doesn't matter. She can't go out. She can't show houses. She can't do things that she needs to do to support her family. And now you want her not to spend time with her nephews, like she said. Her exact words were, "There's not a chance in hell," not for a lie. And she's right. Why would she not love her family, love her kids over some lie? Okay? People, we got to stand together right now, all right? Because they're going to continue to push all of this stuff. And real quick, before I forget, remember how they're talking cases, right? This is going to show you exactly how far off they are with their, 9.1 million cases and how bad it is right now, okay? Because just see right here how many cases there is of the flu every single year, okay? Compared to CV-19. There are about 30 million estimated yearly flu infections compared to about 8 million confirmed CD cases since March. So it's 8 months. Okay? They said 9 is from 2 days. So that just shows you, if 91 was in the one article I discovered from today, 2 days ago, it was 8 million. So I'm pretty sure that they didn't get people all happy about that. So why aren't we how they're, 30 million? Oh, now halfway through the year, we're at 15 million flu cases. And you want to know what's even more this? This new season is less the year. So you're talking 6 months. 30 million in 6 months instead of 8 million in 8 months. But Eric, CV is so much more deadly. Come on, right? People, you gotta stop. Go to CDC, look at the numbers. 99% survivor rate for everyone. Even 65, 70 years old plus with underlying health conditions still has a 99% survival rate. We shouldn't even be talking about this anymore. We shouldn't have had to have every single one of your lives and my lives completely uprooted, completely destroyed. We need to come together now. I hope that I can continue to get these videos out. I hope I can continue to share what God allows me to see, what He allows me to hear, and be able to give us a chance to fight and continue to fight back. Continue to also get closer with God, please, because as much as I tell you need to prepare, your family by making a plan, putting up food, putting up water. Number one on that list should still be get right with God. Okay? You need your faith. You need that strength. You need the full armor of God every single day. Because if you don't see it now, things are really about to get worse. Everybody, stay safe, stay strong. No fear, no panic. Protect your family at all costs. We'll talk to you soon. God bless.